Alright, everybody, welcome back to Ghost Stories Told from the South. This is your co-host, Lexie LeBooth.
And I am your host, Stephen LeBooth. We got some scary stuff for you, girls and whatever. I was trying to say ghouls and ghouls or whatever. Fuck that up.
It's okay.
It's been one of them kind of days. See, is it just me or does my head, does you still hear that busted sound?
Yeah, I think we need new headsets.
Yeah, I think me and Lexi busted our headsets. Well, there's certain buttons you can hit on here, and it makes stuff really low. And then there's a button you can take it off of that, and it makes it super loud.
Yeah.
And it does. It's got a crackly, wackly sound.
Yeah.
Or it might just be my eardrums from Lexi screaming. She's still over here going,
Okay, when you turned it up, I heard, like, the staticky stuff again, and it, like, like, when you hear a sound, it, like, brings back memories.
Oh, God.
I heard the sound, and it shot.
Had flashbacks?
No, it, like, sent, like, a shooting pain to my ears, and I was just, like, I can't.
Oh, God. Well, this is, like she said, Ghost Stories Told from the South. This is Lexi Booth, my co-host, and I'm Stephen LeBooth. We got some great, scary stuff for you. Of course, I effed up and I have one story.
Dad lost his notes.
Yeah, they're somewhere around here. I've got this printer now, and I've been click happy, so no telling where I stuck them.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to warn you, all my stuff today is based around daycare centers and babysitting places, so... Yeah. Just because, like, I wanted to talk about, like, stuff that I experienced at work. So, but I wanted to also not just, because I don't have enough stuff for, like, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me look up some other interesting stories, because I'm pretty sure that, And also, I want you to know that some of the stuff isn't like, oh, we saw ghosts. It's like, people died here. Or, like, this person died here, or, like, this terrible, awful thing happened to this child. So, like, imagine, like, the ghosts, or, like, what's left there. Kind of leaves you, like, a pondering, wondering story, stuff like that.
Oh, and we forgot to tell everybody. This is the last episode of the season.
Oh, yeah.
You believe that? We're going to go to season 2.
Season 2 of Ghost Stories Told from the South is going to kick off next week.
Yes.
But this is the last episode for season 1. It's been real and it's been fun.
Oh, God, it's been really fun. We're going to have a lot more fun, too, guys. I hope we keep y'all entertained. Well, I mean, of course we do. We keep having people liking our stuff, which we thank you so much.
Yes, thank you
it's
so
awesome.
much. We love it.
But I wanted to say that real quick, and then we'll get on with the stories.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think this is how we should do this. I want to go first. And then I'll let you do yours, just because, like, I'm really in the mood right now to talk. And it's, because I really can't mix my stuff. I don't want to mix it with, like, that,
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know, I'm being weird. But, yeah.
She's being a weirdo.
So, I'm going to, like, talk about, like, some of, like, the stories and stuff that have happened places. And, yeah, and then, after that, we'll talk about what I've experienced at work. Because it's a little bit.
Besides kids punching her in the face and saying, I poopy.
Yeah, I give credit to daycare workers. Or whatever, because it's not the easiest thing. But, alright. So this first one is called Child Gets the Gold Treatment. So, I've never heard of this, but this daycare facility was open on New Year's Eve. And the staff was like, hey, let's take these kids out to experience snow. But it was, like, really, really cold. I think, like, in the negatives. And they had jackets, but, like, they're babies. Like, they're...
Yeah.
So, they went outside. Oh, yeah, so it was double negative degree weather. So...
That's always fun.
Like... And it would have been fine, like, if you take your kids out there and, like, really, really bundle them up for, like, I don't know, like, 10 minutes, or even 5, because it gets, if when you're cold like that, it feels forever. If you get to that cold, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that would be fine, but like they were out there for so long. Um, so the kids went out there during daycare hours, right? The parents came to pick up these kids, and the coworkers went to the rooms to get the kids, and they were like, "Wait, where's this class at? These people aren't in here." They went outside, and the one of the little girls from that class got left outside. Um, it's I don't understand how you can leave like a child outside. But basically the father went like ballistic, and he like went through the facility like looking for the daughter, and he found her outside. She was in the furthest corner, like she was way out there, and she was covered by snow, and she was in like grass and mulch. So
Sorry if Lexi's not as fast as she usually is. She didn't highlight her stuff at the house.
Yeah, I didn't highlight my stuff, so like
and I have highlighters, but they're not the ones she likes.
And I kind of forgot to highlight. But it's
mine
fine.
are like gel or something. I don't know. They're stupid.
Yeah, they're weird.
But I paid for them. I don't want to waste the money.
Yes. But yeah, so I just found that creepy. Basically, like, not creepy, but like because she died there, so like makes you wonder, like, oh, does she haunt it? What does she do?
Yeah.
So
you never know.
Yeah. Well, like whenever I was looking at this stuff, I was like, I don't think of daycare places as being haunted. I mean, like it's safe for children. Yeah. But like the stuff that I found, and it wasn't even like bad, but it was like eye-opening, I guess, that like stuff happens more than you think it does.
Yeah.
So
it's like, what the heck?
Yes. Okay, so this next story is called Abusing Children. So this story took place in Mississippi. The daycare owner and operator ended up being arrested for neglect. And a 9-year-old boy and his mother. It just said a 9-year-old boy and his mother might still like be charged with like the potential abuse and assault charges. So
jeez.
Yeah. Basically it was all caught on camera, and like nothing was done about it. So like this kid was being abused, and like there was evidence, but nobody was doing anything about it. The daycare center allowed the 9-year-old boy to run around unsupervised for 20 minutes in the daycare while he waited to be picked up and brought home. So I'm gonna say this real quick. When I say abuse in the story, I don't mean like normally it's like the adults picking on the kids, or I'm gonna say picking on, but like the adults messing with the kids. This time it was the kid messing with the babies and like the older, like the kid, like
the 9-year-old is picking on the smaller kids.
Like it was, so he would run around and he would abuse like every other child in the daycare for like until he went home and like hit them and stuff. He would like punch and kick and push around other children. And then this like broke my heart. This kid picked up a 2-year-old child and like purposely dropped him on its head. Yeah. The parents, I didn't
see what's wrong with a kid that young to want to do that. I didn't think about doing stuff like that when I was at 9 years old. I was too busy worrying about playing with my friends and wrestling and football and
yeah.
Nothing like that ever crossed my head. I was just starting to learn what girls were.
I was dumbfounded when I found that out. But so the parents of that child that was dropped on its head noticed like a really bad head injury whenever they got home that night. They immediately questioned the daycare, and then they called the police. Then the police started the investigation on the daycare. The daycare worker that like saw it and didn't do anything about it was I guess come to find out she was negligent and didn't watch any of the kids on end. So like that was just one of the kids who had many who went ballistic. There's a lot of other kids who was doing it too, I guess. But the child that did the abusing, he had to go through like law stuff.
Yeah.
Like court and stuff. So yeah, I read that and I was like, I work in the daycare and I was like, how? But then like I was thinking like, because the emotional trauma stuff never leaves, it stays there.
Yeah.
So like when you walk through, like, do you feel, what does that feel like? And if you do, then that's kind of what it. So I thought it was cool. Not cool, but
yeah.
Okay. Then this next one is called cost cutting daycare. So
Well, that gives the name, and it says in the name of the place, cost cutting daycare. What the hell? I wouldn't take my kid in no place that said cost cutting. What the fuck? What are you cutting to make it affordable for me? You not giving them lunch? You only letting them crap once a day? Only one juice bottle? What are you doing?
The owners that were in charge of this daycare were extremely cheap, and they were like money grubbing. I think they say it.
Yeah.
So much that they pretty much refused to change diapers.
Oh my God.
So, and I've talked to Dad about this before because it has happened. But the owners told the daycare workers to only change the diapers. The child had made a poop in them, and then to only change the child's diaper right before the parents came in to get their kids. So, like, unless they poop, they sat in that stuff all day.
Oh God! See, that's bullshit.
And like you get cranky when you're sitting in your own stuff all day.
Yes, your butt after a while gets rashes, and then babies can't do nothing about it. They can't scratch it. They don't know what's going on.
No,
they
they
just know their ass
scream. The parents were not aware of this, but they were told that they could buy extra diapers for an extra $1 a piece.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why don't they just bring their own?
I don't know, but I guess it's not allowed. But I guess the daycare is already really expensive, so like the parents were like, "This is so stupid." Many of the children developed diaper rashes and other infections, which alerted the parents that something funny was going on. Because like if you change your kid's butt,
yes,
like every 2 hours, and every time they go to the bathroom, then and
it shouldn't
if
be
you
that
put
gross.
diaper rash cream and stuff on it, it's not gonna get that bad. Like
Only
you'll have
my-
breakouts.
Yeah. Only time my kids ever got bad was Jackson. He was Mr. P a lot. Man, you'd put a fresh diaper on him at night, and by morning it looked like I left him in it for 2 days.
Oh.
Remember how saggy he'd get sometimes?
Oh, it was bad.
And I'm like, Jesus, that was overnight, fella.
Yeah. So, this next day there was, so yeah, no. There's 2 parts to the story, sorry. So basically, to take away from this is, they cut diapers down.
Wow.
They didn't use them because and they wouldn't allow the parents to bring any extras. They made the parents buy them off of them.
God.
So, the next part of this is, this is about a young boy who's abusive to one of the teachers. Instead of punishing the child or giving him a talking to or even like talking about the issue with the parents, the daycare fired the worker using the reason that enrollment numbers were down, and keeping this employee on was using up extra dollars the center could save by letting her go. So like the kid was mean and abusive towards the teacher, and they were like, "Oh, the teacher doesn't fit here, so bye."
Yeah.
And didn't talk to the parents or anything. Yeah. that's the other stuff doesn't matter, but yeah. I just don't understand.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, this next one, it's about the kids getting drugged at daycare. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This happened in 2013 when a 59-year-old daycare worker was arrested and charged with child endangerment. So while she was employed at this daycare center, she would just drug these children with sleeping pills before their nap time so that way they would sleep quietly. So she was employed here for like 5 years. So she did this every single day for 5 years. And her idea was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do it 4 times. So she would give them 4 times
Oh
as
God.
much. They would sleep like 4 times as long as they were supposed to sleep for. And she was responsible for a 1-year old and two. She was responsible for 1 and 2-year-old kids. Um, but like she would literally knock them out. And like as soon as they get there, give them sleeping medicine, and then be like, "Okay, you're gone for the
Oh,
rest of the
they
day."
was great. I
They were
wonder why
great.
my kid don't sleep at night.
Yeah, because grandma knocks them out.
Wow.
She got caught, and the only reason was because a parent came to pick up her kid a little bit early, and noticed a glance through the window and catch a glance of the teacher putting a pill into the kid's pre-nap juice. And then she was interrogated and she admitted to it, and yeah. So, but like I don't understand.
That's dumb.
Yes. All right, this is my last story, and then I'm going to talk about my stuff that's happened there. So, this is about a daycare worker that has abducted a child. So she posed as his 5-year-old's mother and took her from the classroom. But like, so it said it in the article. It's like it pointed it out. So like the teachers and the people in charge see these kids every day, and they didn't notice that this kid's mom looked like somebody else, and they just let her go with her. She, got away with kidnapping, and they think that she did not act alone, but the person never did give up the accomplice's name if she had one. So the person took this child, kept her for less than a day, and abandoned her in an empty playground where the child was later found by the police. And so the 5-year-old child led these cops straight to the kidnapper's door.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that she's smart.
She did it.
Yes. So she also worked at a daycare. Okay, so they investigated her, and come to find out, she was duct taping children to the mats to enforce nap time.
Oh my God. What are you doing with that duct tape? You're going to bed, little Billy.
Yeah. And then the only reason the parents ever found out was because someone took a picture and the parents saw the duct tape and they were like, well, what are you doing? So, yeah. And then I guess like 3 men were caught using drugs after hours at the daycare center. The owner of the daycare was the mother of one of the suspects and was unaware of the offenses taking place. She claimed her son broke into the facility, and the police was alerted to the situation when they received a call from help from the facility on a Saturday night. Because the thing said one of us overdosed and needs medical attention, saying like one of them needs help. So
I need help.
yeah, it ended up not being. That's not what happened. But all right, so I'm gonna talk to you guys about my stuff, and I don't think I really told you any of this stuff either. So like it'll be like a surprise to both of us. So how to get a drink?
Well, it's getting good, nice weather for ghost exploring.
Yes, it is.
Here in Texas, it's been raining for goddamn
Like,
about a week and a half. Just nothing but rain, 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 and it was so sunny today.
oh, it was.
Everybody was
so
out.
good. Anyway, so did I ever tell you about my walkie-talkie in my room?
Oh no.
So yeah, at these daycare centers, I don't know how many people do it, but I've seen the ones in Brock do it. We have walkie-talkies to communicate with each other. Like if we need a bathroom break, I'm like, hey, can I get a bathroom break to the infant room? Or hey, if I'm out of breast milk for a baby, or if I need more formula or more bottled water or a spoon or something, I just walkie and they bring it to me. And like in case of emergencies and stuff like that. So I have a fridge and a microwave in my room. I would always put this walkie against the microwave and a water bottle in front of it so it didn't fall. But I always had it there in case I needed it and I could get it like right then and there. Me and all the babies were on the same side of the room because I was giving them all a snack, and the walkie flew across the room.
On its own?
Yeah, on its own. Like, legit just went...
That. Oh, God.
It went underneath, on the other side of the room, under a crib. And all of us babies looked at each other, and we were just like, yeah, okay. And then we went back to what we were doing.
Yeah.
Picked it up like nothing happened, but, like, it scared me so bad. I'm also... So, the daycare center I work at is also in a church, so it's like a... I'm closest one to the church connecting part. And I don't, like,
Yeah.
maybe that's it. And I don't know. But, so, also, the second thing, no, if I told you this either, but we have this whiteboard in my room that I use, like, to keep track of, like, when to feed them and change their butts, while I'm doing other stuff. Everyone has one in the diaper changing rooms, but, so mine was... on the wall, and me and all the babies were in a circle on the floor playing, and this thing just came off and, like, fell, but, like, it didn't, like, fall. Like, if someone were to take it and throw it.
Golly.
I was like, oh, okay. And then I told my boss, I was like, hey, my board's not working. Can you fix it? And she's like, yeah, I got you. She's like, that's weird. This never happens. And I was like, Then it happened again the other day, so I just said, forget it, and got another one.
Golly. It's getting that type of weather, too, for our table fan, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
The old crotch fan.
The crotch fan. Oh, all right. The computer is messing up again.
It's froze. It'll come back.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right.
I looked over there, and I was like, there's no way that I'm not... I can't, like, I'm not.
It's like 25.
Yeah. Anyway. But the next thing that happens is, like, things move on their own, like, everywhere. Like, I'll put a bottle somewhere, I'll turn around, it's in a new spot. I'll put this thing there, turn around, it's in a new spot. And I have two, like, half toddlers in my room, but, like, they can't reach some of the stuff I put up.
Yeah.
And also, like, no matter what I do, I'm, like, always in a position where I can see them because they are sneaky. So, I don't know. This next one, because, like, I know that, like, if you have a ghost, they mess with the devices. My Alexa in my room will, like, always mess up. No matter if, like, the internet's good, there's no rain, this or that. Like, it just never will work right. And they said it wasn't like that before I got there.
What?
Yeah, they said we never had issues with this before you got there. I was like, what? Okay.
Maybe something likes you.
I hope not. So this other thing.
Don't be bringing that shit to my house.
I close a lot. So I will be the last one out. I gotta turn the lights off and everything and then go. Well, I was doing work one Friday. And it was not like this last Friday, but the last Friday, I stayed late doing lesson plans and just getting paperwork caught up and everything. And I was there alone, just kind of enjoying time by myself. And I hear one of my coworkers' voice, and I was like, "I just saw you walk out the front door. What are you doing?" And I didn't hear a response, and I went back. Okay, I don't want to be that person. I hesitated, and I was like, "Are you okay?" She didn't answer, and then I went back. Look, that's where we always mess up. We always go back and look. Don't do that.
Why? Why would you do that? I don't do that. I just, even though if I know it's not what I say it is, I just go, it was the dogs.
It was the dogs.
Or it was the kids.
You're at work. It was the dogs. But, like, I get there and I don't see anything. So
yeah.
I don't know if this is just, like, me. But, like, I see things no matter where I am out of the corner of my eye, like, all the time. I feel like that's, like, I don't know, but I always do. Okay, so this last one, I don't know if this is because, like, they're babies and it's their mind, or because I know, like, the more innocent a child is, the more they can see.
Yeah.
So, like, will, like, literally...
I guess that means I was never an innocent kid.
'Cause you
What does
didn't
that mean? Because I didn't see shit. Because I wasn't never innocent. That means I was always a perv.
So, but excuse me. So my babies that I watch, I will like be playing with them mid sentence and like talking to them, and they'll look at me, like, and then look to the side, and then look at me, and then look to the side, and just like dead space off stare. And I'm like, I look over there, I'm like, oh, is someone there? Because we have people walk by all the time. Like I said, the church people are right there, so like they come in and say hi. And I'm like, oh, who's there? I turn around, no one's there. I'm like, okay, I blew it off sometimes because I know their vision and stuff. But like it happens like 4 times a day with each baby every single day.
That's crazy.
Like, and when one of the older ones is there by themselves, they play like someone else is there, like another little kid, which is really weird. But like, so yeah, I don't know. I love it, but it also like I don't want to like anything happen.
Yeah, I don't know if I could handle being haunted at work or messed with at work.
Yeah. All right. Well, it is your goal. I mean, your goal. It is.
Well, I had more notes, guys, but I don't know what the flying hell I did with them. So I just got one story, and it's called "The People in the Floor: The Unexplained Case of Bellamez, the Bellamez Faces." On August 23rd of 1971, the Hey, you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The
Pereira family. The Pereira family began to encounter strange human-like faces that would appear and disappear in their home, which was located at the Pereira family home at Chile Real 5 or Cali Real 5, Belmez de la Morlanda.
What are you trying to read?
That
Belmez de la Moran. Oh,
yeah.
Merlinda.
Anyways, it's places in Spain. They started seeing various faces have been frequently photographed by the local newspapers and curious visitors. Both locations and in times that the faces appear have been irregular. And like every time they'll go to scrub it, it just stays there. It never moves.
Oh, wow.
It just disappears when it wants to.
That's very creepy.
Then Maria tried to scrub the stain to remove it, and when it's failed, Maria's husband Juan and their son Miguel destroyed the image with a pickaxe, and a new concrete was laid down. However, a few faces formed on the floor within days of the new concrete. Ain't that fucking crazy? Yeah. They ripped the floor up. Guys, and then they have faces appear again.
What would you do?
Then the mayor of Belmez was informed of the of what was going on, about them destroying the floor and new faces coming back up. And then the mayor got the floor cut out where the faces are and got them taken for study.
Okay. Nice.
Not as nice as me. I need to figure out how to make these shorter. Try to stick more on a page. Within a week, not only the faces reappeared, but had also formed. Scientists also stepped in to verify their authenticity in the test whether they were paintings or some other chemicals arched by Maria. The kitchen was closed off under the supervision of the notary, and 3 months later, when they left with no answers, the faces were still there.
Oh.
The painting theory was ruled out, and then there was no conclusive evidence that they could pinpoint on the case of the faces appearing. They couldn't explain it. Many Belize residents believe that the faces were not made by a human hand. Some investigators believe that it is a photograph phenom, which is considered a form of psychokinesis. How do you say that? Psychokinetic?
Psychokinesis.
Kinesis, yeah. Psychokinesis, among others. But now I think the government owns the house because the parents deceased. But here's a picture of the front door of the place.
Ooh.
Then another theory was that the house was close to the church, and it was probably built on the site of an old cemetery. The floor was removed, fully excavated, and human remains were found several feet below the place.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, because remember, they took the floor out 3 or 4 times.
Oh.
And the faces would still appear.
Yeah.
Many of these skeletons had no skulls, and the bodies were rendered into a normal Catholic cemetery. Some conspiracy reports cite that the excavated remains were to have been dated around 700 years ago. Despite having the floor replaced multiple times and cleaning the faces with detergent and everything else they could think of, they just didn't have any explanation anymore. Well, that's about it. Well, in 2014, an investigative journal from the TV show Carto Maleno, presented by whoever, carried a technical analyst over there to discover the possibility of the hoax. The research was released by the doctor and the chemical engineer and the general manager of Mondoka. Okay, it tells all these people, but they don't give me what they found. Oh. After extracting some samples from the faces under the owner's permission, they analyzed them and concluded that the images were not made with paint, or according to science knowledge and techniques employed in the analyst, there is no external manipulation or elements in the faces. So basically, they're saying they got no explanation for it either. So yeah, that's pretty cool though. But it's just a little bitty old house in Spain, and God, they tore the floor out 3 or 4 different fucking times, and the faces just kept appearing.
Dang. Well, all right. I hope that you guys liked.
And I hope y'all liked the last episode. This last episode of the season, guys. I'm sorry I didn't have much. I swear I had more shit. I just don't know what I did with it.
It's all good. It is all good. Well, I'm gonna hop off here. I have to go into work early tomorrow. I'll be there from 7 to 7.
Time for the Lexie, and I'll get this edited and get it ready for y'all. Cool Cats Wednesday. But hey, we do want to give a big shout out and thank you to everybody who listens, and we're probably gonna get about 2,000 downloads on our first season. That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm proud. That's good.
That's cool. 2,000 downloads in our first season. Whoop whoop.
Yes.
So next episode is going to be season 2. That's weird.
I know.
God.
That's weird.
But
all right.
I got next month planned out what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do Sweden, England, London, and some other place. We heard that through the mic. You chewing on your nails.
I'm sorry.
She's that hungry, guys.
No,
She
I'm
don't
not
eat
hungry. It's
anymore.
my anxiety.
Well, like I said, thank you guys for everything. Remember, we're on Facebook, Instagram, our emails, Ghost Stories Told from the South
At
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com. We're on Spotify, Stitcher, anywhere you can get your podcast shows. We are there.
Yes, sir.
And I'm working on getting the YouTube caught up, and we're going to start doing more videos for the year. So I'm looking forward to the new season. Son of a gun, we got to talk a little bit more.
It's fine. I gotta go.
Oh, I know. I'm just kidding.
I was like,
But,
okay, it's okay. We've done shorter ones. They like us still.
Well, I mean, it's still frozen. I don't know if it'd let me pause it while it's frozen. I mean, stop it. But
Well,
we'll get it figured out. But you guys always come back for more. We got more ghost stories for season 2. But this has been Stephen LeBooth reporting, and this has been my co-host.
Lexie LeBooth reporting. I almost forgot my name.
I hope you guys had fun tonight, and I hope we didn't scare you too much, little girls and guys. Look under your beds before you go to bed. This has been Ghost Stories Told from the South, and we'll see y'all
Next
crackers later.
year.
Yeah. Bye.